So this is a stretch to follow on from any of the Zoom workouts that we've been doing. So what we'll do, probably finish on the floor. If you were standing up, come back down onto the floor. And we will lay right down. So you've got a couple of options here. So what we'll do, first off, crossing one leg over. That's enough, leave it there. If you can, have the hands through the gap in the middle and then either onto your hamstring or your shin, and then we'll pull in. So stretching out the glutes of this leg, the leg that's crossed over. If it's uncomfortable to have your hands on top, have your hands underneath and then use your arms to pull in. If that's uncomfortable, you can do the same stretch here where you push in, or slightly different, you can wrap. That might be a bit more comfortable if you have problems with knees. So just stay lying down and we'll just hold that stretch here. So normally there's lots of leg work and things that I do, so we'll stretch out the lower body first and then we'll work our way to standing up. So use the arms to pull in. That's it, and then we'll swap onto the other side. So crossing the other leg over, you're sitting up, do it the same way, hands through the gap in the middle and then pulling on your hamstring or your shin. If it's uncomfortable with the knee, put your hands underneath your leg onto your hamstring instead. And then use the arms, try and rest your head back if you can. So trying to hold it up because you just end up tensing the neck. But I can appreciate if you're a bit tight there, then that might be a struggle. You might be more comfortable sitting up in that position or doing the wraparound. So using the arms, pull into a slightly deeper stretch. That's it, and then release the legs. Okay, so what we'll do now, sending one leg out to the floor, then choosing a leg, bringing that leg up to the ceiling. So stretching out all the way down the backs of the legs. Try and keep this leg straight, and then you can again hold onto your hamstring, hold onto your lower part of your leg, and then you just pull in with your hands in. Try and keep the leg straight. You can do the stretch with a bent leg, but it's better if you can be with a straight leg, even if that means that you are here. So pull in. If it's too uncomfortable, then you can do the one where we do here instead, still working the hamstring. So use your arms to pull in, keep the legs straight. So these are pretty much all stretches that you should be familiar with. So you're using your arms to pull in. That's it, and then we'll swap onto the other leg, so lowering that one down, and slowly bring the other leg up. That's it, and then pulling back. So this is just a quick stretch to finish off from some of the workouts. If you want to improve your flexibility, you should do these like every day, even if you don't use the video, but do the stretches every day, every other day. The more you can do it, the better. So use your arms to pull in, keep the legs straight. You want to hold them for as long as you can, really, to really stretch and lengthen the muscles. That's it, so pulling back and then lowering the leg down. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll sit up, so slowly sitting up, and then we'll turn it around onto your hands and knees, and as we are still working with the legs, we'll stick with those. So what we'll do, choose a leg, and we'll bring that leg forwards, and then just lunging forward, stretching out the hip flexor. So this here, pushing that down towards the floor. From here, if you want, you can tuck the toe under and lift up. You can have your hands up if that's more comfortable for you, or you can do is you can wrap around and then pull that leg in, which is quite a difficult stretch. So any of those are fine. So pushing that back hip, make sure this leg is not too close, because if it's too close, your knee's going to go right over your toes. If it's too far out, it'll feel a little bit uncomfortable. So push that back hip down towards the floor. And we'll swap over onto the other legs, take time, swapping the legs round. That's it, and then lunge forwards. That's it, so pushing that back hip. If you tucked your toe under, do that. If you wrapped round, try and do that. So then we'll hold the stretch there. So if you can, push into a slightly deeper stretch, keep breathing. That's it, and then we'll push back. So what we'll do is we'll stay on your hands and knees just for a second. We'll have your hands and knees both on the floor. Then what we'll do is we'll drop the head down and just round the upper back up towards the ceiling, and then we'll relax and we'll drop the tummy down to the floor. And we'll go again, so rounding. That's it. And taking the bum out. We'll go again, so rounding up. And arching, taking the bum out. One more each way, so pushing up as much as you can, feel like someone's pulling your t-shirt up to the ceiling. And then arching. And bring everything back to normal. Good. Okay, so from here, sit the bum back into the heels and then reaching the arms out, dropping the head down. If you want more of an inner thigh stretch, if you're a little bit tighter there, take the knees a little bit wider and then same thing, sink the bum back. So then you'll feel it a little bit more on the inner thighs. But if you're quite tight there, you might be a little bit higher up. You may need to play around with it to find out where is most comfortable. And then having the arms out and head down. If it's too much, bring the knees in, head down, stretch the arms out as far as you can. Sit, and then coming up. Okay, so we'll just come up to sitting on your knees. If you need to come all the way up, that's okay. And then what we'll do from here is just grab the arms behind, stretching out through the front of the body, chest, the shoulders. Sit. And then relaxing the arms, get to just roll the shoulders, and then we'll stand up. I think I'm going to lose my head for a second. That's alright. So what we'll do is we'll do the quads. So taking upper leg, stretching out all the way down the front of the leg. You can use a wall for a bit of balance. So you can push the hips forwards. You can pull the leg back a little bit, but you want to feel that, oh, lose my balance. Feel that all the way down the front of the leg. Good, and we'll swap on to the other side. So picking the leg up, stretching all the way down the front. So I'll pull back, push hips forwards. So hold in there. Good. Okay, so we'll do the lower part of the leg. I'm just going to turn to the back. So if you're near a wall, go into lunge, push the heel into ground from the side. Bend the front leg, put the back leg straight, and then try and push as much weight as you can into that back heel. If you're near a wall, use the wall, and then you can push your weight back a little bit by pushing off the wall. So anything that's like jumpy, if you've been walking a lot more than normal, then that might be a little bit tight. Sit and we'll swap onto the other side. Just pushing the heel into the ground. Use wall. Sit, just hold there for a second, push a little bit deeper. It feels tight today. Don't know what I've been doing. Good. Okay, so I'll do this one to the side so you can see. So feet, hip width, lip one, hip width. What we're going to do, I'm not in the camera very well, but what we're going to do is drop the chin down. And then here, just slowly try and stretch out each vertebrae at the back as you're rolling down. Relax the knees. So relax the knees. So keep a bent knee, everything should be relaxed. From here, if you can, what we'll do is we'll just hug your hands round and just sort of pull in a little bit more. Keep the legs bent and then release, and then we'll roll up. So tuck the bum underneath slowly. So you're trying to again reverse that stretch each part of the back. Make sure your head is the last part to come up. So if you feel a little bit dizzy, that the head is the last part to come up. So we'll do that one more time. So drop the chin down. Sit and then relaxing down. So stretching out through each of those vertebrae all the way down. Bend the knees, hang at the bottom for a second, make sure you relax. Then grab the wrap round, pull in if you can, if it's uncomfortable to do it. Sit and release. Tuck the bum under slowly, so a little bit slower this time. So stretching out all the way through the back as you're rolling up. Again, head is the last part. 6. So head is the last part. Good. Okay, so what we'll do, big stretch up. So all I'm doing is just reaching up to the ceiling. So then we'll have a little pull over to the side. And to the other side. Do one more each way, up and over. And then the other side. Good, and then relaxing the arms down. Good, well done everyone.